In this video, we're going to talk about how you can build your credit score all the way from zero. So I know building your credit score can feel like a daunting task, especially if you're starting from scratch. But don't worry, it's not as hard as it seems. We're going to go over the best ways to help building your credit score and get you up to that great number. Hey, what's up guys? My name is Chase. This is a penny pincher's guide to personal finance. If you do like things like this, then go ahead and consider subscribing and hitting that like button because it does help out with the YouTube algorithm and it helps us get more content like this out to you. All right, let's jump right out to the video. All right, so the first one that I'm going to talk about is getting a secured credit card. A secured credit card is a great way to start building your credit. A secured credit card is a type of credit card that is backed by a cash deposit from the cardholder. This deposit acts as a collateral on the account and providing the card issuer with security in the case the cardholder can't make that payment. With a secured credit card, the amount that you put down in a deposit will become your credit limit for that credit card, and it's really as simple as that. Now, I will leave a link at the end of this video that goes into a little bit more in depth on secured credit cards and the best ones that you can use to start increasing that credit score, and that will be at the end of this video. All right, so number 2 in my tips to increase your credit score is going to become a authorized user on a credit card. So somebody has already done all the work up front and they have got that card and they have the good credit score to get it, and then all they will have to do is add you onto their card as an authorized user and you'll be able to use that card and then start getting some credit from that. I do like using this method because it is a two-person strategy and you can do this with a parent or a guardian, or you can even do it with a significant other or a family member, and you can just kind of ride off of their credit score and their credit card and become that authorized user. Now, this is a great way to build your credit score because you don't have to pull any credit cards or credit checks, and you're not going to be getting a loan, but you're still going to be able to build it. All right, so number 3 is going to be to take a credit builder loan. These loans are specifically made for those that have lower credit scores, and they make it easier to help build your credit score. And basically what's going to happen is you're going to make payments on this loan, and at the end you will have built some credit. Now be careful because not every credit building loan is going to be good for you, and there will be some terms that might end up costing you a little more. So make sure you're doing your research and finding one that works well so you can start building that credit. All right, so number 4 is going to be focused specifically on paying all your bills on time. Now, I'm talking about your rent, your utilities, water, sewer, all of that. As long as you're doing that on time, that does get reported to the credit bureaus, and that will affect your credit scores down the road. Every bill really matters, and not paying them on time can put a big dent into your credit score. So make sure you keep that in mind. All right, so number 5 is going to be to focus on it. Once you do get your credit card or using your secured credit card, make sure that you keep your balance below 30%. Keeping your balance below 30% of your credit limit will show the credit bureaus that you are utilizing your credit without pushing the limits. The reason why this happens is because they do calculate this based on your credit utilization score, and if you have above that 30%, it puts you at a little bit higher risk and then will thus lead to your credit score being a little bit lower. We do have a couple of videos that kind of go more in depth into credit utilization, and I'll put that up above me right at the end of the video, and it has go over pretty much a broad spectrum credit card playlist that will give you a better explanation of credit utilization. Now, you don't have to focus on paying it off every single day after you make a transaction. I would recommend maybe every 10 days paying it off, or just look on and find out when they are going to be reporting this to the credit bureaus, and then just pay a couple days before that period of time so that your credit utilization is not high. All right, so number 6 is going to be knowledge is power. You need to know what's happening with your credit score, and if you don't know what your credit score is, then there's no way that you can make adjustments or change things on it. So you are entitled to one free credit score report from all 3 of the big credit reporters out there, and you can use that to make any adjustments or look at any disputes or errors that might have been shown up onto your credit report. So make sure you really look at those and make sure there's no inaccuracies so that the score that you are given is accurately showing what you are. All right, so number 7, and this is probably one of the most important ones, is building credit. It does take some time. Don't get discouraged because you're only seeing it tick up a few points at a time. That's normal, and it's going to take a little bit for the credit score to catch up with all of your new habits and your new spending with your new credit cards. But I promise that if you focus on these tips, you will see your credit score slowly tick up. So those are my big tips for building your credit score from scratch. Remember that it does take some time, and don't get discouraged when it doesn't happen immediately. If you want some more videos just like this, focus more so on a secured credit card, then I will lift some up above me right here, as well as some additional playlists for credit cards that kind of go in depth on what's going on with those. As always, we are happy that you're watching this, and we want to remind you that we are here from your first penny to your first million. We'll see you next time.